Hey, what's up everybody? It's AfroDJMac here, and basically what I have here for you is a synth made entirely with vocal samples. And let me show you how this thing works. This is probably the main one here. I got a couple different kind of editions of it. So let's open this guy up and see what we have here. First thing you'll notice are the samples. We'll just take a look at them in the browser so you can hear them. Very simple. There's like kind of an ooh, and then there's an ah. So here's your ooh, here's your ah. And they've just been pitched out so that everything's in tune right here. But the nature of the vocal sample themselves is that they're not perfectly in tune. Let's turn down some of this other extra stuff we got going on here. So you get this kind of movement to them. And some of the controls that we have going on here is a filter and a resonance for the filter. So you can give yourself some nice, really change up the quality of the sound. We have an FM oscillator, which is built into sampler right here. And I have this, I'm going to turn up our filter so you can hear it. And whoops, let me just open that guy. And you'll see it's set to sine wave. You could always change that to something else if you like. I kind of prefer the sine wave. And you also have control over the coarse tuning of that. Which gives some interesting sounds. Takes it a lot from this kind of just vocal sound, which this is the main key here. We also have control over the attack and release, which is found under the global section here, over in this little envelope. So you can make it a little more like, I guess, pad-like with a nice swell. And give yourself a long release, so those things last nicely. Finally, we go into our this section here, and we have control over the spread. So this is giving you this kind of like wide stereo image, whereas this is just kind of right down the middle. I like this wideness, this width, really for the more pad-like sounds. And then the final control here you get is really affecting your chain selector. So if we were to go, here are two samples, right here and here. The selector chooses between the two. So if we start all the way over here, as I've written in the thing, we got the more ah sound. As we go all the way to the right, you got the ooh. Right at about 64-ish, right in this area here, we get both. So you can kind of toy with a little bit of a mixture too as you move up to it, which is kind of fun. Some other little things I've done that I think might be kind of nice, especially if you have a push, is I've mapped the aftertouch here to the pitch amount, which is right here, LFO pitch. I only have a little bit, but this, the more you press, the more of a vibrato effect you get. So that's kind of fun. And then I've also mapped the volume here too, so you can kind of increase the volume of the synth based on how hard you're pressing. So if you can do some kind of fast, like wobbly volume stuff. And that can be nice if you're doing something sort of to the beat. So that's the synth at its core. To the left here, this first track, which I kind of did those little drums on, they're just kind of like these laser beam sounds almost, and the way I've accomplished that is first I took the decay down quite a bit and lowered the sustain completely. So I'm really just getting the very initial sound of the synth, and I've enabled the pitch envelope. So this kind of gives you this, like, dipping in the pitch. I like to put it probably more around there. And it gives you this sort of like tom-tom sound right there. And that's how I made the drum sound. So it's a pretty cool thing that you can take just your own voice and make your own synths from it. And I think they have some nice character to them. This one has some of that FM oscillation going on. Creates a pretty interesting sounding synth, I think. So this is again available for free download. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.